Ismir, you.
Come with me.
Greetings, Guildmaster. Oh, really? What is it, Guildmaster? Oh my, that is quite amazing. I'll start making arrangements immediately and rally the crew. We'll meet you there in a few days.
Angled in? Close enough. Ain't this a surprise? Here after all. Ha! Found you.
Fus?
Wonderful, you're here. This is quite a fantastic find, I must say. And you said that Snow Elf Inspector guided you here? Yes, I noticed that passage. We're working towards building the scaffolding up towards there, but it may take a while. We've made little progress already, so feel free to investigate anything that is accessible. But do be careful. We haven't built the scaffold to the cavern base yet, so if you fall, you may survive due to the water, but you'll likely not get back up. You'll have to tell me the whole story someday. Preferably over an expensive glass of wine. You're back. Wonderful. Hello. See you soon, my friend.
Oh, you're here.
Less digging means more time for reading. I think I may soon have some more clues about the downfall of the falmer.
Until next time.
Good day. Oh, yes, indeed. We've completed the scaffold and have been studying the architecture with mixed returns. There is also a sealed chest on that central column under the arch, which is locked tight and we haven't been able to open it. Perhaps you could have a crack at it. Goodbye, Guildmaster!
Guildmaster, up here. Come up and Latoria will show you. You must come up here. Latoria has figured it out, Professor Marassi.
Ah, splendid. I'll be right up.
Latoria greets you. Building these scaffolds certainly be... Latoria really hopes the weather holds out. Happy hunting. Isn't this exciting? We found this book here, protected by this magical barrier, but Latoria hasn't been able to break through it. But then Latoria discovered this. This dais is somehow linked to the barrier magically. It also is obviously missing something.
Yes, it looks as if whatever was on here had something to do with the barrier. Rocks came crashing down and smashed the dais, sending whatever was here flying off. Our theory is the barrier was activated when the object was knocked off.
Wonderful news. That's great to hear. Perhaps what we need was merely knocked off and could still be in the area. Hopefully it wasn't carried off anywhere. Let's have a look around in the chamber and see if we can find anything. You too, Guildmaster.
Yes. Hi, Guildmaster. I'll bet that'll probably do the trick.
Did it! Amazing! I'll have to double check with Aryan, but I believe that must be a shrine to Fanaster. Let's have a look at the book, shall we?
What can Latoria do for you, Guildmaster?
Yes, I can see that. But it does have some curious tally marks on the back here. I wonder what that is all about. I have no idea. I suppose there undoubtedly are clues in the context of the book, but we'll have to translate it first. I suppose a trip back to Calcimo is in order. Perhaps with his help we could... What in the... That sounds like Falmer.
Look up there. There must be dozens of them.
Silence! How dare you defile this place with your presence? These hallowed halls are all that remains of our once proud people.
By the gods, he just spoke.
Your presence here is a blasphemy and has corrupted this place. A sin only cleansed by destruction. Kill them.
They're coming from above and below. What was that?
It's no mouse.
Done? Just as well.
Guildmaster! Look out above you!
Ah, good. You're finally coming around. We're back at the guild house, safe and sound. You've been out for nearly a week. We're starting to doubt you'd ever come around. Yes, you took a rather nasty knock on the head. When those falmer attacked the ruins, their leader brought the entire cavern down on itself. We barely got out. Well, sadly, no. Professor Marassi, he didn't make it out. We dug for days, but didn't find any sign of him aside from part of his coat and the tools he had. Yes, we've all been a bit taken aback, but I think Orion's the one taking it the hardest, being long-time friends and colleagues and all. That's good. He'd appreciate that. Glad you're back with us, Guildmaster.
What do you need?
How can this one help?
Yes? After things settle back down a bit, I think a fitting tribute to Professor Marasi would be in order.
Post-inventory day.
Oh, I'm doing all right, all things considered. Glad you are feeling better. Yes, it is a terrible loss. He was a good colleague and a good friend. He will be sorely missed. His knowledge was rare and will be a loss to us all. No, I really haven't, to be honest. I suppose I'll just leave it up to you if you don't mind. I appreciate it, my friend. I'll be all right.
Latoria greets you.
Good day, Gil. It won't be the same without Marasi. I know it sounds odd, but consider Kaya for the job. He might surprise you. I know he's been studying non-stop since he arrived here. Are you sure you have everything you need?
What can I do for you, Guildmaster?
Latoria, the chief? You are funny, Guildmaster. Oh, you are serious? No, Latoria couldn't possibly, but thank you for thinking of her. Farewell.
What time is it? Me? Heavens no! I've had my hands full enough already. Plus, I don't think I could step away from my duenna studies long enough to plan a dig. Thanks for the thought, though. Fantastic, then.
Good. Me? The chief? Well, I don't know. I've been hitting the books pretty hard lately, but I don't know nearly as much as Marasi did. Thanks for your vote of confidence. I suppose if nobody's against it, I'd be happy to give it my best. Sure, I'll do it, Guildmaster.
Well,
Oh,
congratulations.
very good for you, Kaya.
Ah, yes. Good choice, my friend. Patero would be proud.
Thanks, everyone. I just hope I don't go and muck it up too badly.
Nonsense. You have come a long way since you started with the guild as a mere digger. And you've put in many a long hour with me in the library, broadening your knowledge. Marasi would be most pleased. I couldn't think of a better successor.
Well, thanks. As long as I've got the rest of you to back me up, I'm sure we'll continue to do great things.
Hear, hear.
Well then, back to business, I suppose. Well, Guildmaster, I think we should continue onward, and not dwell on our losses. What do you say? See you around. Well, it obviously has the prophetic overtones of a saviour called the Deathweaver, rising up to redeem the falmer and conquer the world of men. Obviously the falmer really know how to hold a grudge, but who can blame them? From what I've read lately, they really got the shite end of the stick. Moloch, though? Why does that name sound familiar?
Malakath.
Oh, right. Thank you. It's another name for Malakath, Daedric Prince of the Forsaken, Spurned and Unfavourable. So it may seem that these snow elves might be worshipping Malakath.
That is an interesting connection, but I think it goes even deeper than that, depending on what school of thought you prescribe to. Malakath is regarded as the fallen form of Trinimac, and Trinimac is one of the 4 demigods revered by the Snow Elves. Those who think they are one and the same believe that Trinimac was consumed by Boethia and warped into the form of Malakath.
So then, if these falmer are in fact worshipping Trinimac, they would likely be doing so from a temple devoted to him, right?
Presumably so, especially since they went out of their way to interfere with the excavation at Fort Greenwall. That would suggest they are still strict followers of the old beliefs.
How's your day faring?
Or another. We'll do some more research, and hopefully we'll be able to uncover a location of a shrine to Trinimac here in Skyrim.
Do you have a question? See you around.